Can we make this happen, guys? We got to catch some bluegill, couple of 8-inch plus keeper bluegill, at least two of them, so that we have bait for this weekend's catfishing. I'm going to actually do a nighttime catfish, I think tomorrow night. So we need bait, and Dylan is the bluegill master. So can Dylan catch the bait for the catfish this weekend? That is the challenge of this live stream. Welcome to another Fish Head live stream, guys. I'm going to mess around with some bass fishing while Dylan is catching us the bait. So hopefully we can catch some fish here. I got a good feeling. We've been catching a few lately, but we haven't been out to this lake in a few weeks now. Hopefully that doesn't mean we're not going to catch anything. I think it does not mean that, because, sorry, I had to get that adjusted, because the conditions out here are like absolutely perfect right now. It is gorgeous. And I think that we are just about to slay some fish. Bass for me. Randy Rhino Outdoors in the house. First one in, dude. Appreciate you joining us. I'm going to fish with a lizard, see if I can catch a largemouth, while Dylan's catching our catfish bait. We need 2 good-sized bluegill. I guess he lost his bait already. Good to have you in, Randy. Don't forget to hit that like button. Last time I fished this spot for bass, I caught 1, and the time before that, I caught like 4 bass.
And I caught 5.
And Dylan caught 5. So he ended up winning that bass fishing off, fishing off. Oh, I just had a little tap.
Already.
A little tap, tap, tappy. We might have some hungry bass out here. We've had a bunch of rain lately, which is the same thing that happened last time we came out. It had rained for days. We came out here, and the bass were hungry. But I'm the only one fishing for bass today because we need Dylan to catch our bait for this weekend. Ooh, they're on it. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit here so Dylan is on the screen. Oh, now he just moved back over. Barry in the house. Yep. I'm going to catch a largemouth, hopefully, Barry. Last time we did not get skunked on largemouth. 34 awesome people in here already. We got 2 different species we're going for at the moment. Largemouth bass and bluegill, so we can have some catfish bait. Dylan's in charge of the bluegill, guys. And Dylan wants 100 likes in today's live stream, so make sure you hit that like button, guys. Do it. Hit the like button. Brandon David in the house. He is family. Appreciate you for joining us. Yes, hit that like button. Ooh, I just casted to the perfect spot right over here, guys. James Bain in the house. Leon Contreras in the house. Appreciate all you guys for joining us. We'll see who can catch a fish first. Me with a bass or Dylan with a bluegill. Tua should definitely retire, Barry. 2 or 3 too many concussions at this point. I remember when they were talking about it last season, and I was like, yeah, he should probably call it quits. Then we had all the hype in the off season about how he was training and taking hits better and all this other stuff. And of course, game 2, down he goes with the finger thing and everything. So I would say it's time to retire for Tua. Yeah. I watched Skylar Thompson in a couple preseason games last year and this year. Really, last year. He's not terrible, but we need somebody else for sure. And it's not Tua. Not safe. All right, so I guess we'll turn this into a bit of a competition between me and Dylan. We always do that. Just for fun. Whoever catches the first fish wins this live stream and gets bragging rights until the next live stream.
Whoever catches more bass.
You're not fishing for bass.
I can.
No, you gotta catch the bluegill, dude.
Look right there. That's the one thing right there.
He needs a bluegill. I want Dylan to catch the bluegill for us. He's mad that I'm gonna go catfishing without him. But he has school the next day.
So,
I do have work the next day too.
you get your catfish.
But I can wake up after like 3 hours of sleep and still go to work.
I can't.
He can't do that for school, guys.
Why?
Barry, he is. We spelled his name that way on purpose. It is the correct spelling. Oh, he's getting bites. You're not? Have you got any bites?
Yeah. It went down.
He had a takedown. Takedown so far for Dylan. 1 tap so far for me. But we are using 2 completely different kinds of baits for 2 different kinds of species. I got the lizard on for the largemouth bass. Dylan's using bread ball bait for the bluegill. Also, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we are doing catfishing tomorrow night and we're going to be saltwater fishing this weekend. If we can catch enough bluegill today, I'm even going to try to make a long form video about using cut bluegill for shark bait. I believe that sharks will eat freshwater fish if they're hungry enough, and I've always wanted to try it, so I'm going to do cut bluegill, not cut blue shirt, cut bluegill after he catches them for sharks, guys. It should be crazy. Brandon in the house. Hey, there's Dam in the house. Yes, guys, hit that subscribe button. Do it. Don't miss our next video. Don't be that person that misses the next fish head video because the next couple of them are going to be epic. JK Fisher in the house. Appreciate you joining us. Shout out to JK Fisher. Make sure you're subscribed. If any of you guys want to get in contact with me or Dylan, go to one of our videos and comment on the video because I get notifications for all of our comments, and that is the best way to reach me. I can interact with you immediately on that comment. So definitely the best way to get in touch with us. You can also email us if you want. fishheadvideos@gmail.com. We are from Florida. Hello from North Carolina. Hey, there's Wendy. Wendy, appreciate you joining us. North Carolina in the house, couple times. We enjoy going to North Carolina whenever possible. I think I took a leaf off the tree on that cast. Just one leaf. I heard a little nick, and then I saw one leaf fall down. Raiden in the house. Pan Fishers in the house. I got a good friend that lives in Charlotte. Oh, oh, oh. A little tappy tappy. Come on, take it. No, I think it's a stick or something.
You know?
130 awesome people in here. Heck yeah. Make sure you hit that like button, guys.
A few times ago, I found this butterfly net. And we tried to use it to get snags.
Dylan's going to try using the butterfly net that he found to catch minnows.
Hey, it already worked.
He got some. So now he's going to use minnows for the bluegill. It's the food chain challenge here, guys. You catch a minnow, put it on your hook. You catch a bluegill, you cut that up and you put it on your hook. You catch a catfish, you cut that up and you use it for a shark. And then you've caught multiple species without ever having to use any bait that you brought. And all I want to catch is one bass. Reading, nothing yet, but we just got started. Not just yet. Armand, hello from Canada. Florida to Canada here. Heck yeah. Don't know what Sigma is. Other than the alphabetic letter. Rod Wilson in the house. Pan fishers, yes, remember you. Appreciate you coming back in. Yes, everybody hit that like button. Double tap the screen right now. Double tap. Unless you're on the TV. I personally don't like watching vertical live streams on the TV, but I did some research and like way more people watch it on their phone, so hey, why not? We tend to get a lot more views too this way, so we're always about getting more people to join us fishing, become members of the Fish Head fam, because we always do fun fishing adventures and soon to be fishing and camping and cooking adventures because the weather's about to get really nice here. It's way too hot in the summer to do a lot of the stuff we like. Denver, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate that. Hey, Bob in the house. Bob, any fin is possible. We're going for 2 different kinds of fins at the moment, but you never know. If I can catch 1 bass and Dylan can catch 2 bluegill, we'll be in great shape because we need cut bait for the catfish. Bob says hi, Dylan. Fondus, greetings to you. NG Cyrus, appreciate that. P&B Catfishing, Paul's in the house. Appreciate you joining us. Tyler is better in the house. Hey, buddy. You guys got to call it now, right now, before we catch a fish. Who's going to get the first one? That's our friendly competition for this live stream. Will I catch a bass first, or will Dylan catch a bluegill first? Bob says Dylan. There's a good chance. Reading, yes, we use red worms. Actually, Walmart sells red worms and night crawlers. We use red worms often. We just don't have any with us tonight. Dylan's getting all the votes. Dylan. J.R. Gardner in the house. What's up? Appreciate you joining us. I know if I get 1 cast in front of one of these bass, I'm going to win this thing. Dylan's messing around with the food chain challenge. He's got his line in the water, Bob. He's got a minnow on. His bobber is, I can't see it with the glare. His bobber's like right over here. He's using a live minnow for bait. I'm using a rubber lizard. I'll show you guys when I bring it in. Where are you at, Raiden? Oh yeah, we've caught a bunch of bluegill on redworms. We actually used to live in this place that had a little like half-acre retention pond, and it was so full of bluegill, you could not put a redworm in the water without them immediately eating it. It was literally like 5 seconds between fish. All right, so Dylan has a live minnow because he's catching his bait with the net. So he's got a live minnow on, and I've got the old Zoom lizard on. It's pretty trusty bait for largemouth around here. But right now, they're not biting yet, but we still got a few more minutes till that sun gets to the tree line. As soon as that sun hits the trees, the bass should turn on. Solar flares. It looks like it, but I've actually got the light on behind the camera. I didn't know how late it was going to be when we finally got out here. We had a bunch of stuff we were trying to do. I had like a pile of trash I needed to take out and stuff. We got it done faster than I thought. So I was going to bring the ring light because I thought it was going to be getting dark while we were fishing. But why not use it now, right? Kind of equalizes the light unless I get real close and stare into your soul. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. We're only at 35. Dylan wants 100 likes, dudes. Do it. Do it. Hit the like button. All Things Country. Yes, it is a trusty one. Alabama in the house. Nice. All right. Let me get one of these largemouth, guys. Come on, largemouth. I think that cast is exactly where I caught one last time we came. I'm fishing completely by feel here too, guys. I'm not really looking at my rod too much. But with largemouth, it's pretty obvious when you get the little tap tap and then there's some pressure on there and you say, there's one little nibble, and you just set the hook on them. Native Wildman in the house. Appreciate you joining us. Adrian Whipkey, nothing yet, but we just got started. Little friendly father-son competition here. Who can catch the first fish? But really, Dylan is here to catch us our catfish bait. We need some bluegill for catfishing this week. We're completely out of cut bait. We have no bait left. We can go to the bait shop and buy like mullet and ballyhoo and stuff like that, but I've never really tried using saltwater cut bait for freshwater catfish. Probably would work, but we haven't tried it. But we don't have any freshwater bait. We could use crappie for bait, but if we catch crappie, I want to eat it. Yeah, chicken liver. We kind of wore chicken liver out like over the last year. We used chicken liver a bunch of times. Oh, I got one. Oh yeah, fish on. Oh no, it came off, guys. Ah, it seemed like a good one too. He broke the surface. Oh, the pain just took my soul right out of my body. Oh man, I haven't caught a largemouth bass in weeks. It felt so good to have them on there, and then it just ripped my soul right out of my body. It does not count, Bob. Does not count unless you touch it with your hand or have it up on the shore. Really, you can't really touch it with your hand like while it's out in the water either. That doesn't count. Yes, Team Dylan. It's looking better for Dylan by the minute here. Man, that one felt good too.
This
Oh.
bobber's messing me up, Dad.
What?
This bobber's messing me up.
What's wrong with it?
I know how to put it back on.
He says his bobber's messing up.
What?
Man, how did I not set that hook properly? We got a Dolphins hater in the house. It's okay. To each their own in the NFL. I got a good buddy that's a huge Bucks fan. We actually made a pact about 23 years ago that if the Dolphins and the Buccaneers ever play against each other in the Super Bowl, no matter what happens, where we are in life, whatever, wherever the Super Bowl is, we both have to get together and go to the game. It's a pretty unlikely game to happen in our lifetimes, but you never know. And we do still talk about it from time to time, so the pact is definitely still in effect. We're in the same fantasy football league together. So someday I may have to go to a Super Bowl, guys. For those of you that have just joined, it's the old Zoom lizard, because that's what I had already rigged up when we came out here. Stuart in the house. Appreciate you coming in, Stuart. It's still 0-0 right now. I'm going for largemouth. Dylan's going for bluegill. Yeah, Bob, I know you're an Eagles fan. Didn't the Eagles suffer a horrific defeat the other night? Last night, right? Or 2 nights ago. I lost track of what day it is. Yes. We're taking votes. So far, everyone has voted that Dylan is going to catch a bluegill before I catch a bass, but I just lost a bass, like right here at the shore. So I'm not giving up hope yet. '49ers fan in the house. Patriots fan in the house. Jay Taylor, you're new. Hit that subscribe button. Don't be that guy that misses the next fish head video. We've actually got a couple really fun things planned in the next few days. Nighttime catfishing, daytime surf fishing, and I don't know if I'm gonna film or go live during some work that we have to do on our saltwater boat, but we may do that. But definitely at least 2 fishing trips, guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We're up to 47 so far. Dylan wants to get to 100 tonight, guys. Come on. Do it. Do it. DeBron in the house. Thank you for that, Jack. Jay Taylor, newest member of the Fish Head fam. Jack Attack in the house in Pennsylvania. We got a lot of Pennsylvania guys around here. Oh, Dylan just nicked my rod tip. We want to go to Pennsylvania so bad to go trout fishing. I grew up actually north of Pennsylvania, and I was used to catching trout when I was a kid. But I've lived in Florida for quite a while now, and we can't catch any freshwater trout here. But I've got the itch bad. And Dylan wants to get on his first freshwater trout. Joseph Ramos in the house, voting for Dylan. That person fishing, sweet name. I'm fishing for largemouth bass. Dylan is fishing for bluegill. We need some bluegill for catfish bait. And normally, how did I catch a stick right here? This stick wasn't here a second ago. I think Dylan just pulled this stick out of the water and I got snagged on it.
No, it was here, Dad. It was here when we first pulled up.
Well, pull it out. We don't want a stick right there. Is it wrapped? All right, get that stick out of here, dude. I don't know why that stick is right there on the shore. There we go. That's what happened to me, guys. Brought it in, caught this stick fish. Let's see how many times this is wrapped. If any of you guys saw our live stream on Sunday at the beach, we had a brutal 2-rig tangle while we were surf casting. It took me like 10 minutes to get it all sorted out. Don Smith, I got the old Zoom lizard on, and Dylan's using a live minnow, and he also has some bread ball bait that he can use, but so far hasn't gotten any bites. Usually the bread ball bait is total money for the bluegill, but they're not hitting it right now for whatever reason. But we're still just a few minutes early. Yeah, Lizzie always works. Kenzie's Adventures back in the house. Appreciate you coming in. Iron Boots, not yet. We've had a couple hits. I lost one right at the shore, but hopefully any second, guys. If we catch a fish, everybody has to hit the like button all at one time. Gave that one the old skyrocket. Come on, bass. We got some bites, Don. I'm an old guy. He's a young guy. You want to donate? There's a little $sign in the corner. Feel free. Help us pay for our next fishing trip. Every cent counts, and we appreciate them all. Oh, what is this? There must be a stick out there where I keep casting. Nope, it's not a fish. Appreciate that, Andrew. Do the best with what I got, you know? It's like 90% this sweet off the hook hat that I'm wearing too. Ted sent me this awesome hat, so figured I'd help him support his channel a little bit. If you guys haven't checked out Off the Hook Outdoors after this live stream, go check it out. From the Philippines, in the house, Hockey Master 1000. This lake has no official name, but we have named it Gill Lake because of all the bluegill that are in here. Pet food is the best for catfish. We have not tried pet food yet. Bob catches tons of catfish. Bob, what do you think about using pet food? Haven't had anybody suggest using pet food. Akil, we are in Florida. Not California, we're in Florida. North Florida, to be exact. Yep, we're about a 6-minute drive to Georgia.
Wait.
All right, Don, appreciate you coming in. Use it in pack bait. Great chum for catfish. Okay. All right, I learned something new today, guys. Something else to try. So we got to narrow this down. Pet food, does that mean like wet cat food in a can? Dry dog food? Like, what are we talking here? I haven't actually tried pack bait for catfish at all. You guys are like 2 steps ahead of me here. Works for carp too. Akil, I build stuff for a living. Dry dog food or cat food. Okay. 48-hour carp fishing session in the UK. Nice. Freezing cold. Wow, that's crazy. It is not freezing cold here. It is like 85 degrees right now, which is a lot better than the 100 degrees we've had for like the last 3 months. The heat has finally just started to subscribe. Jamaican Sure Fishing in the house, Jerry. Bless up. Appreciate you joining us. I'm trying to get a largemouth bass. Dylan's trying to get some bluegill for the catfish bait. And for whatever reason, the fish do not want to cooperate tonight at all. You gotta keep it in the water, dude. All right, any minute on these bass. Dakota Taylor in the house. Appreciate you joining us. One thing, one lesson that everyone needs to learn about fishing. The fish are not always biting. Some days you got to work a lot harder than others to catch a fish. And it's weird right now because these conditions to me feel great. We've had some weather change. The sun's just about to go down. The weather is getting cooler. I would say we need a catch. I'm Ray and this is Dylan. Urban Paradise in the house. Native Wild Man, it is true. Aston, it is not bull. Oh, wrong bait. All right, Kenzies, we'll see you later. Appreciate you coming back in. This is a pretty solid bait generally for bass, at least around here, because we have tons of native lizards in this area. Yeah, I did lose a bass. Lost him like 2 feet from the shore. I got all happy feet on it because I haven't caught a bass in a few weeks. And I saw him break the surface and I was like, oh!
It was under.
And then he came off. Dylan just had something take his bobber down and lost his bait, so he just lost a fish. Yeah, this one is. There's a lot of sticks in here, Jerry, so if I Carolina rig it, I'm just going to be like hanging up on everything. These trees all around the lake drop tons of sticks, and we've had a lot of storms and stuff lately, so tree limbs and stuff fall into the lake and they kind of drift around. And I bet if you drained this lake, it's like 3 feet of sticks all the way across this lake.
Move it. Move it.
I just need one bass to come up and hit this thing. Hey, David. Not yet, but we are not giving up. Andrew, I am Ray. Heather Hammond's in the house from West Virginia, fishing for channel catfish. That's what we're going to be fishing for in a couple days. Channel cats are the most abundant catfish around here that we've found anyway. We're going to do a catch and cook catfish video this week. Tonight we're out here trying to catch a couple bluegill to use for bait for them. Yes, don't forget to subscribe. Everybody, subscribe right now. Hit that subscribe button. All right, the sun has now gone below the tree line right there. Now is the time to catch the fish. As soon as that sun gets below the tree line, we generally start catching some fish. Fluke it. I didn't bring any fluke tonight, but that would probably be another good bait to throw right now. A white fluke with silver flake, or like a watermelon green, watermelon red flake, super fluke, weightless. Those are all great baits to use around here. Appreciate the subscription. We were actually planning on only going for bluegill, but the bluegill fishing is pretty slow right now, so I figured I'd throw a bass rig, and this is the only thing I had that really is worth trying to catch a bass on in our fishing cart. We came out here with our cart, guys. I'll show you. That's how we got here. And we have only a few fishing items on that cart. Definitely didn't bring like the whole tackle box and everything like we normally would on the boat or something. So we're limited on baits. But we'll make something happen here. Yep, always. I did something Griswold the other day. I can't think of what it was, but when I did it, I was like, oh man, that's totally Griswold. Oh, you snagged, guys. Are you sure? Is it moving? It's not a turtle or something, is it? Oh, he got a stick. Stick fish. Maria Gomez, you fish here. Oh yeah, fish on, guys. Oh, he came off again. I can't believe it. Ah! Was that one in the screen at least? Did you see a fish come out of the water right there? Oh man, what am I doing with my life? I set the hook. I set the hook. What is happening here? Oh, no. Nobody saw it. I have no video evidence that I just lost another fish. Man, that's crazy. Maria Gomez fishes in this lake, she says. It's a pretty sweet lake. I just need to catch a bass before Dylan catches a bluegill. Bob says he saw it. Thank you, Bob. Somebody can back me up. All right, here, you bring in the bass one, and I'll see if I can get that off. I'll go under. What is it caught on? You got somebody else's line.
I did?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a lure?
Stick fish. This is like the whole bottom of this lake, guys. He's actually hooked on someone else's fishing line that's hooked on this stick. So this single stick has caused more than one snag. His came off nice and neat. It got wood. Oh, it's got monofilament and braid on it. This one has 3 snags on one stick. On the end of the mono is a red bait keeper hook, guys. Look at that. Free hook. It's in perfect condition too. No rust or anything. Free hook. It looks like the braided line has nothing on it, but the mono has a hook. I don't know what time it is. Oh, but I just got his all tangled up. Let me fix this real quick, guys. Got all excited about that hook and I got all tangled.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, Dylan just had a bite.
That was a big one too. That hurt.
They're all big when you lose them.
No, it actually hurt.
They're all big when you lose them. Oh, wow. How did I get this thing that tangled up in like 1 second? That was a Griswold right there.
There we go.
Oh, Dylan's on. Oh, he got the bass, guys. Dylan got the bass. What is happening? Oh, man. I'm messing around with this. I'm messing around with this, and Dylan catches a largemouth.
That was 3 feet out.
Nice. Take them off and show everybody. Wow, I'm going to have to cut this off.
No. I don't want bass thumb, Dad.
It's so small, you won't even get it.
I've got you bass thumb.
No, you're good.
Small one.
Oh, there's someone burning a fire across the water over there. Here it is, guys. First bass of the night. Largemouth. Give him the straight arm treatment real quick. You didn't do it. You got to come close to the camera to do it. He doesn't know the straight arm trick, guys. Look at that monster. It's huge. It's a giant. All right, I'm going to have to cut this off while Dylan's catching fish and re-rig it. It's my fault this thing got all tangled up while I was talking about finding a red hook on the ground, which is still on the ground now. Let's go, Dolphins. Fins up, although I don't know what we're going to do now without Tua or any viable quarterback for that matter. I know yesterday they were talking about we're looking for a veteran quarterback, but do we have anybody that we're actually talking to? I don't know. Guys, I don't know how I got this thing so tangled up. Yep, he caught the fish with my rod on the Zoom Lizard while I was trying to untangle this rod. I'm going to quit messing with it, guys, and go to the cart, cut this thing off, and just re-rig it real quick. That way I can catch a bass too. But everybody hit that like button for Dylan's catch. Do it. Do it. Hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't miss any more fish. I cannot get this off. All right, guys, this is absolutely incredible to me. I don't have a cutting tool in the cart. We came totally unprepared this evening, but I don't know how this thing got wrapped this many times around this rod in like 1 second. Mama fish head in the house. Soul up in the house. Who we got? Who we got? Let's see. Yes, we are not quite prepared. Lucas in the house. Hey, buddy. Nothing yet. Tyler is better. Brolin is a huge fan. Appreciate that. We got someone from the Ravens practice team, huh? Okay. Ralphie Ralph in the house. Yeah, it's nasty, native wild man. Lucas, it's fun out here. You'd be catching fish. So far, Dylan's only caught 1 bass, and we have no bluegill yet. Every time we come here to catch bluegill, we don't catch them. But if we just come here to mess around or whatever, we catch a bunch of bluegill. It's crazy. I got no cutting tool. This is really hard. My chat froze up. Yes, we are trying to catch some bait. We're trying to catch bluegill on this rod, but I got it all tangled up, and now I can't get this line off of the rod to be able to re-rig it. It's crazy. And I keep cutting it and breaking it, and I can't seem to get to the end of the knot. I may end up just leaving it on here. It's still that, guys. Still all that. From me not looking at the rod tip for like 30 seconds. No, not yet. Not now, Lucas. We are just out here till it gets dark, buddy. Native, you could be probably. The bluegill do hit flies here sometimes. All right, we finally got this thing ready. I'm gonna finish re-rigging this. I don't have anything on me, Native. We jumped in after doing some trash stuff around our house, jumped in the car and just drove over here, totally unprepared. So far, the real GG, only one largemouth bass, but we're really here to try to catch bluegill. Yeah, buddy. We'll be home in a little bit. We are trying to catch some bait, James, very soon. I got to get the hook back on this thing, and then hopefully we can get some.
maybe? Dogs? Mm.
All right, guys, we'll see if I can be the one that catches the first bluegill.
Fuck.
Right there. Come on, bluegill.
He didn't blow that time.
Oh, man, it was totally under.
You popped it, Dad. You can't pop it with blue. You gotta reel it. You did it wrong.
I saw Gippy say, I'm going to get banned. Yes, don't forget to hit that like button. Everybody do it. We're at 80 already. Dylan wants 100, guys. Only 19 away now.
Oh,
All right, come on, bluegill. Take this thing down.
maybe a little bit closer.
I think I might have lost my bait on that last cast.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Check my chat. Oh, someone talking trash to Stuart. Well, if they're talking trash in the chat, just block them.
Pressure you did lose.
Yeah, I must have lost the bait. Bluegill bait is either bread balls or live minnows.
No, you still have it.
Oh, it is still on there.
Gimme.
Still the bread ball bait on there.
Gimme.
Yeah. We're going to switch back. Dylan's going for bluegill. I'm going for bass. Me motor, so far Dylan caught a largemouth bass, and I have not caught a fish yet. And I don't know where he put my fishing rod. Oh, there it is. All right, so what we're using for the bass, if you just came in, the old Zoom Lizard. Tried and true, trusty bait. I don't have any worms, got them. All I have is this one lizard. We weren't planning on bass fishing at all, but the bluegill are not cooperating at all. So I figured I'd try to catch a bass. And then I got Dylan's rod tangled up on a snag. He took my rod and caught a bass. So this live stream is way messed up from what it was supposed to be, but we're still having fun, guys. Still having fun. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button. The ultimate plan for this week is catch some bluegill, use them for bait, do a catfish catch and cook, and hopefully have something to use for shark bait at the beach. Like a catfish head. Put a big old catfish head on a giant circle hook and just cast it out as far as we can at the beach. See if we can catch a monster bull shark or a black tip. It's kind of like the freshwater to saltwater food chain challenge. Lucky Tenpo, no salmon. I wish we did have salmon, but there are no salmon around here. What is that on the surface over there? There's something big swimming in the water right over here, making a big wake. I'm going to cast in front of it.
It might be a bass on the surface, though. Look. He's right in front of it.
Oh man, I cast it right in front of its nose. Nothing though. Might have been a turtle or something.
Where'd it go?
All right, I'll check it after, Stuart.
Where'd it go, Dad?
I don't know. It's gone. Oh, it's way out there now. It's all right. I think it's either a gator or a turtle. Almost got a bonnethead shark in Alabama once. We've caught lots of bonnetheads, but no big ones. Just a whole bunch of like little 2-footers. We went to Hilton Head, South Carolina last summer, and we got like a dozen bonnetheads.
But it's illegal to catch
Yeah, you're not supposed to catch sharks there, but we weren't targeting the sharks. It's just kind of understood that you don't catch sharks.
But that's the only place you can catch sharks.
Grasshopper would be a good bait. I just need to catch one bass so I don't feel like I got outfished by an 11-year-old again. But it happens pretty often. Fishing magician, we have no worms with us. This was just kind of a spur of the moment. Let's take the cart down to the lake, see if we can catch a fish. Dylan did catch a largemouth bass, so there is no skunk on the shore at the moment. So at least we got that going for us. Ooh, something big is hitting the surface right over here. Need them to hit my bait. What are these fish doing? Hockey Master, Dylan's back there rebaiting his hook. Yes, lizard baits are pretty good for big bass. I've caught many big bass on lizards. Stuart hates lizards for whatever reason, but they are a pretty good bait in Florida for bass. Right there. I like to stick the tip just into the back skin there so that it's weedless, but it can still easily pop out when you set the hook.
Hey, that's where I've been casting. It's fine.
Just trying one over here.
Why not?
is like the worst bluegill fishing we've ever had. This is like the worst bluegill fishing we've ever had. I just said that to Dylan, and he said, I know. Jerry Boston in the house. There he is. Hey, Jerry. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, Fishing Magician. We're kind of stuck at one spot because we are just doing like a little impromptu live here at this lake here by our house. We're not seriously fishing like off the boat or anything, but on the boat, I'm always looking for grass and pads. Wherever the grass and pads come together, I try to cast like a frog or something right there on that line where the structure changes. Yes, two Jerry's in the house. Appreciate both of you guys. If you guys haven't seen Jerry from Jamaican Shore Fishing after this live stream, go check that channel out. He has some awesome fishing stuff down in Jamaica. Can't go wrong with fishing in Jamaica. Dolphins fan in the house. Appreciate the subscription. If anybody else isn't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Don't be the guy that misses the next fish head video. We got some cool ones coming soon, too. All right, I got a good feeling about this cast. I'm going to be patient, take it slow. Phuket in the house. Nice. Jay Taylor back in the house. Fishing Magician, we have no artificial baits other than the one lizard that I have on my hook at the moment. Come on, bass. Just one bass. Mama Fishhead and Lucas were in here a little while ago, but they're still at the house. I don't know what they're doing. They may or may not be on there. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jerry. Waiting for part 2 of that fish off that you were having. I'm all about fish offs. I love watching like 1v1 or who can catch the first fish. That's why me and Dylan always do this kind of stuff. Like who can catch the first fish? Who can catch the most fish? Who can cook their fish better? It's always a fun competition, but it makes it more interesting. I think I got some weeds on. Nope, it's pretty clean. The bass just do not want to cooperate. Or the bluegill. Zero bluegill. Yes, Jerry, back at Gill Lake, but the bluegill fishing is off tonight. Haven't had any bluegill, which usually are guaranteed at this spot. The thing about bass fishing is the bass kind of are always moving around at this time of the evening. So you can pretty much keep casting to the same spot and eventually catch one. Dylan says he'd be happy to catch a turtle at this point. Yeah, Jerry, we have had a ton of rain. We had like 13 days in a row of rain. One of the weirdest late summer rain sessions that we've ever had since I've lived here. It's like a rainforest. Yep, we got some nature sounds kicking in. The frogs are starting to make noise. Soon we'll have all the bugs and the cicadas kicking in. If I don't talk, they get louder. I don't know what I'm going to land right now. Marshall, we are in North Florida. Oh yeah, 91 likes. Everybody hit that like button. Dylan wants 100 likes for this live stream, guys. We're 9 away. Come on, let's do it. See if we can hit that 100. Sounds like a guy speaking on a microphone over there in the woods. Amplified through speakers. Jay Taylor in the UK. Sweet. This is the old bionic blade. It's hard to see that, isn't it? And we got a Shimano Sienna reel on there. The old Bass Pro Special from a few years ago. Heck yeah. It sounds really weird. Oh, something just splashed right over there. I'm still pretty far out here. I keep casting to the right and the left, but I haven't casted straight out at all. I casted straight out and something jumps over here to the left. I wish I had a topwater bait right now. A popper would be perfect. Yes, come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Nope, just not taking it. This has been a trusty rod and reel combo I've had for a few years. Never really had any issues with it. I've just got 8-pound H2O mono on it too. It casts smooth as a dream. All right, I'm gonna try a cast over here to the left this time. What? You getting bites? Oh, Dylan's under. Get him. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, we've got some fish at the surface out here right now. If I had a topwater popper or even like a frog or something, probably catch a bass. But up until it gets dark, this lizard should still keep working. Oh, I forgot I was going to cast to the left and I casted to the right. Jerry, I got the old Zoom lizard on there. And Dylan's using bread ball bait for the bluegill, which are not cooperating. Don't know why. They usually love the bread ball bait. Oh yeah, we're at 92 likes, guys. 92 likes. Dylan wants to get to 100 tonight. Come on, guys. And so far, Dylan is winning the competition. 1 largemouth bass to 0 fish. Which tends to happen a lot on our channel.
Thank God to see my dad lose to an 11-year-old.
Dylan said, subscribe to see my dad lose to an 11-year-old. Native, I think I'm getting close to calling it here. As soon as it does get dark, the mosquitoes are just gonna eat us alive. I'm already hearing them flying around my ears. I should claim that fish since it was my rod. It was my cast too, wasn't it? I think I casted my rod out and handed it to Dylan, and he caught a fish. Oh yeah, he did cast. Never mind. I did do that, but he didn't catch anything on my cast. That would be really funny. Yep, micro vampires everywhere here in Florida. We got some nasty one too. Big old mosquitoes. Jason P. Perkins in the house. Appreciate you joining us. Yep, Dylan is winning 1 fish to none right now. He got the largemouth. I got a big goose egg at the moment.
Give me bread.
Feels like it's only a matter of time, but for whatever reason, the fish are turned off tonight.
I keep getting tons of bites, right?
Got some big bass in Kansas? Yeah.
Dad, you gotta be kidding me.
What?
You just casted in my spot where I was getting bites. I was just scared away that fish.
No, I just casted way over it.
Well, you're gonna pull your bait right through it and scare it away.
I wonder if that first bass that I hooked up on only had it by the tail, and he like actually held on to it till I got him close to the shore. The second bass jumped right out of the water, and I saw the lure in his mouth. But neither of them was I able to get to it. Bank guy fishing, nothing yet for me. Dylan's got 1 bass. But we're getting ready to call it because as soon as it gets dark here, we're in big trouble without bug spray on.
There's bug spray in the car.
Daniel, my PB largemouth is 10 pounds, 3 ounces. Dylan's is 6 pounds, 4 ounces. They get pretty big here in Florida. The state record is 17.3. The state record crappie was actually caught in a lake where we fish all the time and where I'm going to be doing our catfishing. Although we still don't have bait for that catfishing yet. I've never tried wacky rigging the lizard, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yeah, 10.3 was my best. It's actually my only double digit. I've had a few 8s and a bunch of 7s and lots of 6s. I don't think I've ever caught a 9 something, and I've only had the one 10.3. But lots of good sized bass around here. Sounds like a stadium over there.
Yeah.
Definitely not the day for it today. We had like 13 days in a row of rain, and it was sunny yesterday and off and on rainy today, which generally is a perfect day for bass fishing, but maybe all the rain just kind of messed it up. It's definitely messed up the bluegill fishing. Small water charters, what's up, John? Appreciate you coming in. Yep, we're at 95 likes, guys. Dylan wants 100. Let's get him to his 100 likes for the night. Yep. Small Water Charters knows all about catching big bass. We dabble in catching big bass. He catches big bass all the time. Right there, dude. I just casted to a blow up. Whoo! 14.5 pounder. That's a monster. I was on a boat with a guy that caught a 14 pounder one time. He was punching. We were actually in the rim, near the rim ditch at Lake Okeechobee, and he was punching the mats. And he was like, "Oh, I got a good one! I got a good one!" And he pulls it up with like 40 pounds of the mat with it, so we couldn't really see what he had. And he like lifts the whole thing up onto the boat, and like I just went like this through the mat material, and there was this giant largemouth in there. We were like, "Whoa!" Oh, he lost one, guys. He had one on.
I felt it.
Oh, this is just not our night. Yeah. The cow bass. 7-pound smallie is giant. No crocodiles for us. We'll leave them in the water. All right, see you later, Jerry. We're just about to call it too. It's about to get dark. As soon as it does, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the evening, probably with no bait. I need bait for the catfishing, so we'll definitely have to do it. Hey, we just hit 100 likes. Appreciate that, guys. Dylan's super pumped. He's celebrating over here. Woohoo! 100 likes for the night.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, we'll see you. All right, see you later, John. I think I'm going to call last cast right now. This is going to be my last cast. We'll let Dylan cast. Yeah, the mosquitoes are coming in thick. All right, come on, cast, dude, before we get carried away by the mosquitoes. All right, I'm casting. He's messing around. Okay, this is my last cast right here. Yeah, there's lots of mosquitoes now. All right, see you later, Jerry. Might catch one on this last cast, though. You never know. Yeah, it gets sort of miserable when you're like just swatting at the mosquitoes the whole time. They are just not cooperating tonight. Yep, we are in North Florida. Still nice and hot, but the good weather's coming soon. Reese Bob, appreciate the subscription. Heck yeah. Welcome to the Fish Head fam. All right. Nothing for me on my last cast, guys. Doesn't look like Dylan's getting much action either.
It just went under for a sec.
It just went under. All right, we'll give Dylan a few more seconds here. See if he can get a bluegill for bait. We need catfish bait.
Okay, Dad.
All right, let's see it, dude. It's hard to even see his float. It's the old bionic blade from Bass Pro Shops. I want to say this whole combo with the Shimano reel and everything was like maybe $100, $119. But it's been a really good rod and reel I've had for years with no issues. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it. Beautiful. He always says, right when I say we're gonna call it, oh no, we got one on. No, 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 no. All right, we're definitely calling it, guys. He's not catching anything else. But thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you so much for getting us over 100 likes. Heck yeah, that's awesome. We will be fishing again soon, live, at least 2 more times this week. Once tomorrow night and then once on the weekend. Catfish and surf fishing. We may have some other stuff going on. I'll definitely keep everybody informed. But appreciate everybody again for watching. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you soon. See you in the next one.